Dark Myth WuKong Chapter 18 Defeated? At this moment, Sun Wukong's reason was utterly consumed by hatred and fury. He threw his head back and let out a mournful roar. With a slight movement, he appeared behind Tathagata in the next instant. As his right hand, gripping the golden cudgel, was about to strike, two beams of golden light arrived just in time, forming a shimmering golden lotus behind Buddha Tathagata. Though seemingly just light, this lotus firmly blocked Sun Wukong's blow. These two were Manjushri and Samantabhadra, the two bodhisattvas, under Tathagata. Before Sun Wukong could retract his golden cudgel, Tathagata turned his hand, flicked his finger, and sent Sun Wukong flying backward. Chanting a Buddhist scripture, Tathagata addressed Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong, you have lost. Utterly and completely lost. You have nothing left now. Your demon army. I will soon convert them all into Buddhist soldiers for my Western Heaven Spirit Mountain. Give up as long as you kneel and take refuge in my Buddha. I will spare your life. Sun Wukong didn't answer, nor did he curse. He slowly rose, abruptly lifted his head, and glared fiercely at Buddha Tathagata. Then, he forcefully planted the golden cudgel into the ground beside him. Glancing back at the unconscious Jubai on the ground, and Bull Demon King, and the others surrounded by Buddhist soldiers, Sun Wukong grasped the golden fillet on his head with both hands. Ah! The heart-wrenching scream testified to the immense agony Sun Wukong endured. Hot blood flowed ceaselessly from his wounds. The muscles in his arms even began to tear under the colossal force. Finally, just before the muscles in his arms completely ruptured, he managed to remove the golden fillet from his head. The moment the fillet hit the ground, an exceedingly tyrannical and infinitely murderous aura swept outwards. As this aura surged, Sun Wukong's injuries began to heal rapidly. When the aura reached its peak, his previous injuries and depleted magic power were fully restored. Moreover, Sun Wukong's current combat strength was now double what it had been before. Old Tathagata, you forced me. You forced me. Even if I die today, I will kill you. Kill you. Kill you. Sun Wukong, now seemingly possessed, had only one thought left: kill Tathagata. I didn't expect this monkey still had such a move. No wonder after the journey, I removed his fillet, yet another appeared on his head not long after. It turns out this later fillet was one he put on himself. And this fillet has unexpectedly been suppressing his true strength all along, while also instantly infusing nearly 1,000 years of accumulated spiritual energy into his body. It truly is a rare treasure. Tathagata Buddha, also known as Abundant Treasures Tathagata, clearly showed his fondness for magic treasures. Buddhist soldiers, heed my command. Form the 10,000 Buddha's demon-slaying grand array. Although eager to know what kind of treasure the fillet was, Tathagata wasn't reckless. He immediately ordered all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas to retreat, while commanding 1,000,000 Buddhist soldiers to advance. Tathagata knew well that Sun Wukong's power had surged. It would likely require all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas present to fight together to subdue him. But that would inevitably cause significant casualties, and every Buddha or Bodhisattva lost was a true loss. Conversely, Tathagata felt no heartache letting the Buddhist soldiers be consumed. There were plenty of them, and if they died, he could simply convert more. The defeated remnants of the demon race and the celestial court on the battlefield numbered over 1,000,000. Thus, the battlefield presented a peculiar scene. Of the 3,000,000 Buddhist soldiers accompanying Tathagata, 1,000,000 formed the demon-binding god, sealing array to control nearly 1,000,000 demon and celestial soldiers. The remaining 2,000,000 formed a circle, trapping the frenzied Sun Wukong. If Sun Wukong wanted to kill Tathagata, he could only break the grand array or slaughter all 2,000,000 Buddhist soldiers. However, Sun Wukong was now madly possessed, his mind solely fixed on killing Tathagata, having lost all reason. Therefore, he chose the only path available: slaughter. kill everything in sight, then seek revenge. Revenge for Baji, for old Shah, for his master, for Flower Fruit Mountain, for the fallen demon soldiers. He relentlessly swung the golden cudgel, each blow claiming the life of one or more Buddhist soldiers. He fought until the heavens and earth turned red, the entire world awash in crimson. Before him lay only an endless sea of Buddhist soldiers and countless severed limbs. In his ears, only the tidal wave of battle cries. The strength within him dwindled minute by minute, yet the number of Buddhist soldiers blocking his path seemed undiminished. How many had he killed? 10,000? 100,000? Or 500,000? Sun Wukong knew none of this. All he knew was to keep swinging the golden cudgel, keep killing. Finally, after slaughtering a full 1,200,000 Buddhist soldiers, Sun Wukong collapsed. His body was thick with clotted blood, the pungent metallic stench visible to the naked eye. The invincible golden cudgel even bore several nicks. No matter how powerful one is, there comes a time when strength fails, even for gods. Wasn't the mighty Pangu, who separated heaven and earth, ultimately exhausted and perished? Sun Wukong despaired. His body was empty, devoid of even a shred of strength. So tired, so utterly exhausted. Just as Sun Wukong was about to close his eyes, a five-colored radiance flashed and vanished. Then, Sun Wukong's entire body suddenly jolted, and another world-destroying aura erupted violently. Nezha, Nezha, your old son will never forget your great kindness for generations. Your vengeance, old son will settle it for you. Sun Wukong, who had been utterly spent, stood up once more, and his aura was even stronger than before. This scene instantly contorted Tathagata's face. He had initially thought he could play the mantis stalking the cicada, unaware of the aureole behind, waiting for the demon race and the celestial court to exhaust each other before cleaning up. He never expected that a single Sun Wukong would cost him 1,200,000 Buddhist soldiers. If capturing Sun Wukong at such a cost meant total victory, Tathagata could accept it. But just when everyone thought Sun Wukong had fallen from exhaustion, somehow he stood up again. Moreover, he seemed even stronger than before, perhaps even vastly stronger than Tathagata himself. If he were to fight Sun Wukong one-on-one now, Tathagata felt he might not last 3 moves. This enraged him. The insignificant figure he could have easily crushed and suppressed years ago could now inspire fear in him. This was unacceptable to Buddha Tathagata. Buddhist soldiers, hear my command. Dispatch 300,000 to reinforce the array surrounding Sun Wukong. Even if you all perish in battle, you must stop him for me. Remaining Buddhas, attack with full force. Slay the demon-spawned Sun Wukong. Now, urgency, agitation, and unease could be heard in Tathagata's voice. He had initially believed victory was certain, bringing a total of 5 million Buddhist soldiers. He divided his forces, sending 2 million to attack Flower Fruit Mountain. What Tathagata hadn't expected was that Patriarch Bodhi and Golden Cicada were also at Flower Fruit Mountain. Furthermore, Golden Cicada had unexpectedly advanced to the Saint Realm. With 2 great saints guarding Flower Fruit Mountain, it undoubtedly became much harder to conquer. But things having reached this point, even with 2 saints present, Tathagata could only grit his teeth and press on. However, as the Buddhist soldiers attacked, Tathagata discovered Golden Cicada seemed heavily injured, and Patriarch Bodhi's magic power was also greatly depleted. Finally, under Tathagata's relentless assault, disregarding losses, Flower Fruit Mountain was breached, Patriarch Bodhi was sealed, and Golden Cicada was captured. However, of the 2 million Buddhist soldiers sent to attack Flower Fruit Mountain, only 700,000 remained. And these 700,000 did not follow Tathagata to the Celestial Court, but stayed behind at Flower Fruit Mountain to handle the aftermath.